Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's almost summertime, and I wanted to give you some ideas, things to consider as you're getting ready to have a great summer with some doTERRA products that should be really helpful that I wanted to make sure that you knew about. The big one is TerraShield. So this is the bug spray, and it comes as a spray. So it's very similar to the On Guard spray, if you're familiar with that hand spray. And it just works really well. And especially if you're out hiking, we got to protect you from those ticks. Some people will open this up and add in some lemongrass just for some extra oomph. And if we think about it, this is what plants are really good at. They're out in the open, they can't move around, they can't fight, and then the bugs come. And so they have to be really good at repelling the insects that will eat them, right? And so that's what their essential oils are for. And they can do the same thing for us. So TerraShield is going to be your friend. Yes, it's a very small bottle, but it's not a fine mist like you might be used to with like the Off product. It's thicker than that. So what I do is I just spray a little bit into my hand, I rub it all over, and then put it on wherever I need it. So a little bit can go a long way. So it's not like you're needing a giant bottle and misting it all over, which is better too because you don't want to be breathing that in. That's the problem with fine mist products, whether it's bug spray or sunscreen. I also really don't recommend the aerosol version of sunscreen. And I know there's some companies who have, safer versions of it. And I can recommend something if you're like, look, we just got to have the spray version. But if you're putting on, or the kids are just lined up and you're putting on them, like both of you will be breathing that in. So if you do have to go with the spray version, teach the kids how to close their nose and mouth really, really well. And same for you. You don't want to be breathing that stuff in. And this even more so, you don't want to be breathing in conventional bug spray. So this is why this is really, really good. And it's very easy. Just don't expect it to spray on like some traditional bug sprays. It's not as fine as that. Okay, so what else do you really need in the summer? I have become more and more convinced that this is a must-have for summer. This is the beautiful body mist spray. This came in really handy when the kids got sunburned, and so they didn't want anyone touching their skin because it was too sensitive and it hurt. So I was able to just kind of stand near them and spray this on, and I didn't even have to touch them. So that really, really helped a lot. And we had two kids, one that let me do this really well and one that didn't let me, and the one who let me use this had a great deal more comfort, and the sunburn went away much faster. So this is an awesome product. I also just use it for myself. It smells really good. And a little trick I just learned as well, if you use our deodorant and you would like it to be a little bit more like a glide on, you can spray this into your armpits first and then apply the deodorant, and makes it like really glide on really well. Personally, I just use this as is. If you find it to be a little bit hard, you can just hold it for a second and let your body heat warm it up. And you also don't need to apply too much. If you over apply, it might crumble a little bit. So just, a little bit goes a long way. And most people are saying this works really, really well. It also comes in the sensitive version. So if you can't have baking soda, this one is the one to get. Douglas fir, Greek orange, no baking soda. They both smell really good and they're pretty unisex. So, anybody can use them. So if you haven't switched to a natural deodorant yet, I know it's hard to find one that actually works. Try this. From 99% of people who I'm hearing back from have tried this, it's working. And so I think this could be your winner. So next, I really would have on hand some lavender, all the time really, but especially in the summertime because it's so great for burns. So if you burn yourself on the grill or sunburn or bug bites, that kind of things, put some lavender on it and it will really soothe it quite a bit. Now for a burn, apply it neat. Don't put it into carrier oil because carrier oils have fat in it and the fat can trap in heat. So, I know some people use it that way and they say it works great. To be better safe than sorry, I'd rather you just apply it direct. Lavender is extremely gentle. And so I would just apply this right in a burn. Or if you, when you're cooking or getting something out of the oven, get lavender on it as fast as you can and it will stop it in its tracks, okay? Even if it's after the fact, you kind of forgot and you're suffering, get it on there as just as soon as you can. Lavender is just totally amazing. It also has some antibacterial and antiviral properties, so it's really good to have on hand for that. And it's very calming to the mood, so if anyone in the family needs help sleeping or You need help with like sleeping on the airplane if you're going international trip, or help with jet lag. Lavender can be extremely helpful. So that's, I think, a must-have for summer. I have just a few more for you. Digestin is another good one, because if you're going to barbecues and traveling and like eating new places, and things don't always agree with us in the summer because we're just can be all over the place. So digestin is great to have on hand just to soothe that. What I do is I just carry a roller ball. So I got these off Amazon. I filled it, if it's for the kids, I do like 30 drops. And if it's for me, I like to do like 50 drops. And if the whole family is sharing, I'll do like 40 drops. So I fill it up with essential oil, I fill the rest with coconut oil or another carrier. And I just like throw this in my purse or my beach bag or whatever, and have it on hand. And we use it a lot, and it's really been working extremely well. And to be honest, I didn't necessarily think it would, because I have a little extra in the stomach area from having kids that I don't want to be there. And I thought it's not going to be able to get through all that to my stomach, but it did. It works really, really well. It also works on cramps. So if you have like menstrual cramps or any other kind of cramps, try digestin. It really works well. Okay. The other thing is Correctex. If you have kids, or you're just a really active person, and you or people in your family get a lot of like scrapes and cuts and things like that, anything that's a little too raw to use essential oils directly on, you can use Correctex. It's sort of like Neosporin, but it's not petroleum based, so it's all good and healthy. It does have frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, manuka, and lavender. Those oils were chosen to be in there because that will help prevent infection, help it heal up more quickly, and soothe it. So this little tube is great to have on hand. Also, extremely dry skin, you can dab it on there. Some people use this after surgeries, just for some initial recovery until the essential oils can be used directly. It's just a great little thing to keep on hand. And then if you haven't yet tried our Handy Body Lotion, this is a little thicker than the mist. And I just think it's really good. We get summer feet from, walking on the pavement, being on the beach, and being at the pool. Everything can get so dry. This is a little bit of a thicker lotion, and it's plain. So you can add your own essential oils to it if you want, or just leave it plain. And it really rubs in nicely, and it's really good. So if you have any other needs for the summer, you can post them in our group. And if you are not in our group yet, it's called Empowered and Healthy on Facebook. It's a free education community for all of our customers. You can search us up and request to join if you're one of our customers. And if you just want some good education about essential oils, and you're not a customer on our team, we also have a group called Functional Essential Oil Education that has just a small monthly fee. And to get more information about that, just email me, triciahealthcoach@gmail.com, TRICIA, healthcoach@gmail.com. So get in touch with me if I can help with anything else, making suggestions. I can suggest rollerball blends for different challenges that you or your family is having. And I hope that you had just a really happy and healthy summer.